안녕하세요. 성공 알고리즘입니다. 이 영상은 보고 계신 분들은 무언가 원하는 것이 있을 것입니다. 현실적으로 가능한 목표를 설정한 분들도 있지만 남들이 들으면 비웃을 만한 턱없이 높은 목표를 가진 분들도 있을 것입니다. 프록터는 현재 가지고 있는 가능성을 바탕으로 세운 목표는 진짜 원하는 목표가 아니라고 말합니다. 오히려 나에게는 판타지, 환상으로 여겨지는 것이 진정한 목표이고 이 환상을 이루는 방법이 있다고 합니다.
Many years ago, I read where Napoleon Hill pointed out that the imagination is the most marvelous, miraculous, inconceivably powerful force that the world has ever known. And you know, the average individual uses the imagination, if they use it at all, against themselves. They imagine what they don't want. They imagine problems coming. Let's begin to use our imagination the way God meant it to be used. It's the greatest creative faculty that we possess, and we can build anything we want with it. I want you to wander around your home or possibly your office and take a look at all of the conveniences that you have there that you didn't have, let's say, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years ago, 25 years ago. Do you know that every one of them, without exception, was first created in the mind of one individual with their imagination? Do you know you can use your imagination to go into the future and bring it into the present? That's what all highly successful people do. They see where they want to go, and then they act like the person they want to become. It was William James from Harvard's advice. He says it's the actor's technique. Act like the person you want to become. How do you do that? Well, you use your imagination, of course. You see, it's a strange phenomena, but the greatest gift we've got is used very well up till the ages of 4 or possibly 5. The little child, we always wonder what's going on in their mind. They're using their imagination, they're building wonderful pictures in their mind. But then they get to school and wham, like that, it comes to an abrupt halt. It's called not paying attention. Daydreaming. Well, what they were really doing was exercising a phenomenal mental faculty. You see, we can see, hear, smell, taste, touch. They're for our physical benefit. As long as we're living in a physical body and corresponding with the material world, we will use our sensory factors. But you know, I have a couple of little dogs at home that can hear, see, smell, taste, and touch. We've got higher faculties. You have perception, the will, memory, intuition, reason, and imagination. These marvelous tools. We can take our imagination and build an image in our mind of how we want to live. Block out what's going now. Don't let your present results have anything to do with this. Just what you want. And it's with your imagination that you will build it. Everything that we have, the camera that I'm speaking to right now, was first created in the mind of one individual. Think of how our world's changed. You see, we were gifted with these higher faculties. We're God's highest form of creation. We were created in God's image. We were given creative faculties to use. And you know, they're only used by 2 or 3% of the population. It's almost inconceivable that people would wander around with so much power and potential and squander it. See, the average person literally tiptoes through life, hoping they make it safely to death. It's such a shame, and it doesn't have to be that way. I think we have giant corporations and little wee creative departments. And the primary reason for that is the average individual really does not believe that they're creative. Now think. Everyone's creative, and no one is more creative than another. It's just that some have chosen to use their creative faculties to a greater degree than others. Imagination, your imagination. What do you want? How do you really want to live? Build the picture in your mind. There's a power that is flowing to and through you. A creative, unadulterated power. It can be photographed leaving your body. Way back in the 30s, Semyon Kurlin, the Russian photographer, perfected a form of photography where you can actually photograph a person's body and you will see the energy glowing from them. Well, that energy flows into your mind. And it's the images you build in your mind that's going to dictate the vibration that this instrument you're living in is in. And the vibration on a conscious level is called feeling. Make certain that you exercise your imagination daily. Build beautiful images in your mind of how you want to live, and then hold those pictures there and live that way. The imagination, the greatest nation in the world, the imagination. You've got one. It's a marvelous creative tool. It deals with the invisible side of your personality. You see, no one will ever really see you. They'll only see your body, and they'll see you the great work that you do. Make certain that your work is great work. And if you keep your imagination alive, keep it active, you're going to have a phenomenal life. But you know, life can get better every day, and it will get better every day through the proper use of your imagination. What a wonderful idea. This is 밥프록터. Thank you.
상상력은 오직 인간만이 가진 강력한 힘입니다. 그런데 아주 극소수만 상상력을 활용하는 방법을 알고 있고, 나머지는 부정적인 방향으로 사용해서 원치 않는 결과를 만들어냅니다. 또는 아예 사용하지 않습니다. 상상력을 활용한 사람들은 창조적인 능력으로 매일 기적적인 성과를 내지만, 상상력을 활용하지 않는 사람들은 관심 없는 일을 하면서 인생을 낭비하고 있습니다. 여러분들은 자신의 가능성이 무한하다는 사실을 믿고 계신가요? 현재 내 상황에서 불가능해 보이는 목표도 상상력의 힘을 빌리면 현실이 된다는 사실은 밥프록터와 나폴레옹 힐을 비롯한 성공을 이룬 많은 인물들이 증명한 사실입니다. 이 영상을 보신 여러분들은 스스로 한계를 만드는 대신 마음속에서 원하는 그림을 마음껏 그려보시길 바랍니다. 나의 잠재력을 발휘할 수 있게 되며 환상을 이루게 될 것입니다.